I'm gonna do this thing, this unpackaging here and smoking of something that's 59% THC. Or other information, who really cares? I just say 59%, give me one of those. So I call this one 59%. It's infused, meaning it's mixed with hash. It's mixed with tomatoes, potatoes, tornadoes, hash, grass. All right, let's go. Enough with the fucking. This thing is like a. I don't know, look at this thing. How do you even open these things? I hate packages of anything. Holy shit, man. That's some serious shit right there, man. That's 2.5 grams. 59% THC. Why am I wasting time talking? Let's see. My name is Ralph. Produces a lot of smoke. I don't recommend smoking like this. All that smoke that's smoking is weed that's wasting away. Next time, put it in a bowl. One more choke. It's like a nice earthy blend. I taste the caramel almond flavor. I'm just kidding. I don't taste shit. Usually don't taste shit with weed. It's either good or no good. They say when you cough like this, it's good. I don't know, man. This weed these days, it's weird. It has like this taste to it. This chemical after feel. And all of the shit has it. All dispensaries, all the states. It's all the same shit. 59% fucking THC. That is absurd. When they passed all these laws for legalization of weed, they had, first of all, it was lawmakers with the mentality of what weed used to be. They think it's their grandfather's weed. This shit ain't your grandfather or your father's weed. And in fact, every year, it's getting crazier. I don't know what cannabinoids or bananabinoids, whatever the hell those things are. They definitely hit your crackotoid receptors, because when you smoke this shit for a couple weeks straight and then you don't have it, you fucking need it. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. Your body fucking needs it. They're developing things in these strains in this weed that gets you addicted in almost the same exact way other drugs do. Say they can hit your dopamine receptors and all those pleasure receptors, but just not with dope, not with coke, not with crack, not with meth, not with benzos. Not with any of that, but they can trigger them with cannabinoids, or whatever the noise, if they can trigger those receptors, then the effect of triggering those receptors constantly for long periods of time will be like if you do dope for a long period of time, triggering those same receptors, and then not having it. And they say the weed addiction is mental. No, I'm sorry. I'm coming off of opiates. Been half a year now, clean, opiates and cocaine. Been up and down off them many times. So I know what a physical addiction is. And I know what a mental addiction is. This weed thing, this high potency weed thing is an addiction. And I've talked to a few people who say the same thing. And it's one that's so easily justifiable, especially to somebody who has no criminal record, someone who doesn't get in trouble, someone who has a productive life, someone who's doing well, someone who maybe it even has benefits for and does well for them. That doesn't mean it's not physically or mentally addicting, which would also make it so that not everything that is physically or mentally addicting is bad for you. If you look at it from the model of, okay, being addicted to something, actually scratch that. That's a whole different topic. But yeah, so this week right now I'm feeling kind of high. Pretty high. I feel like I should be higher. But I'm pretty high. Now, do I go for more? The way I usually do it is through a pipe. I like pipe hits better because weed, you kind of smoke it like a cigarette. Joints, you smoke it like a cigarette. You hit it and you hold it. But for me, a pipe is much more focused. Right when you put the lighter on it, you know exactly how much smoke you can bring in. Put the flame just to the side of it, just light a little of it, or light it all. If you want to get a real hit. Anyway, what I like to do is light it all, not smoke it all, but get a good hit, like while I'm in a thought. Let's say I'm in a writing, or I'm doing something, and I'm on a wave of something, and let's say I hit a little, maybe just plateau where I can't take it further. I got a little block. Just do one hit, just off the pipe. You do it with the hole in the side. Start inhaling, and then you let go. Clear it. Hold it. Don't think about nothing else. Just think about holding it. Forget your thought for a second. Think about holding it, and then exhale. As you exhale, so when you first start exhaling, right? Start thinking about creating again. Start thinking about that thought, and it will come up, and then it will just not just continue, but it will like take the whole structure higher if you just continue a little bit. It's a great thing if you use it correctly. And I've used it constantly. I've had periods where nothing but weed, high all day, that whole mentality. And yeah, it helped. Like I tell people, man, when I'm not on any drug, I create like a motherfucker. If I'm on any drug, I create like a mother's motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. That's any drug. And I'm putting weed in with drugs. We'll just call them all drugs. If it alters your natural waking state, it's a drug, caffeine included. Coffee included. A cigaretto included. Boom, That's one of the regular phone rings that come with the phone that I actually like. But anyways, back to the weed. To do a hit or not to do a hit. And by the way, you know what question? It's kind of, to me, it's like, okay, it's a decent question, I guess, but it's not the question. Like, like if you ask someone, so what's the question? One question. Fucking people say, like, to be or not to be. That is the question. Is it? Is that really the question? It's a question. I would ask, what's his name? Man. Neil deGrasse Old Tyson. That was a joke. But, you know, the grass hole. Yeah. Stupid. I'm sure he never heard that one. But no. Like, I'm asking him, like, people say that is the question. Like, back me up on this one. Like, I look at it like this. Let's say there's a God. Like, everybody, even scientists agree. For a second, let's say there's a God, he revealed himself. But we could ask one question. Is that the question we would ask? To be or not to be? A 50-50 answer that, like, even if we got the answer we didn't want, it wouldn't be a big deal? It'd just be like, huh? Like, God, to be or not to be? You wait. He says, pick one. I don't know. Okay. To be. I knew it. Sorry. I knew it. Or, oh. But then it's, who gives a fuck? To be or not to be. You are. That's, both those questions are answered. Because you are. And there's two questions in that. It's not one question. There's two statements in that. To be and not to be. The answer obviously is both. But that's not the question. That's a question. And a question that I would not ask. That's me creating a question out of nowhere that can make you think but has no real value. Doesn't get you anywhere. Don't waste your time with it. What would you ask God if you could ask one question? And when I say him, it's the same way I say man. Like, man is not man or woman or anything. Man is the entirety of the species of this thing that we are. That's it. And he is that. He means that. And it covers everything. There should be no she, no word for she. It should be one thing. Look at that, like, we should be talking right now, me and a guy. Me and a girl should be talking, right? And we see a girl over there, and we should both say, he. Hey, look what he's wearing. Like that. Look what he's wearing. Look what he's wearing. And that's how it should be. That's what the words mean. And that's because man, at its root, means both. So you cannot then take man and associate he with only one. So he is wrong. He should have meant both. And I get mad with this topic because it always leads me to the subject of the trans population. I don't get into nothing with nobody anymore. My views are out there. People know them. People who need to know them know them. It's simple. They're the weakest. So I stand with them. I say, with everything they say, I don't give a fuck. And I'll tear down any single person's rebuttal or anything about that scientifically in any fucking way. That's the only thing that they don't have. that entire side is someone to defend them, to speak for them against these masses of educated people coming at them from every angle. They're the minority. They're always the minority. And especially within that minority, the trans is the weakest one physically. The weed, I'd say it's good like this on a creative level. I'll break it down like this. See, right there, what I'm doing is I'm trying to tap into how I feel and show it. Now, I've had weed strains where I can get into that, right? I feel like I got it there. It's tough. See, it's difficult for me as a creator to display that to you because I want to get there without making it. I want to really get there for you, but I'm not. It's an act to get there, to show it. And sometimes what fucks me is me explaining it after, but my philosophy and theory and written rules and scripted into my soul's eyes is the one flow, meaning do just one thing. And I got into that for so long, and I was able to do that, and I immersed in it. But then very soon came, I have to show people this. But when you're showing somebody the one flow creation, you're out of one flow. You're gone from it because you're showing. But I've assumed taking that and trying to remain within the one flow while displaying it for others, how easy it is to access. Everything I do is so easy. Sometimes some very intricate stuff that people are like, wow, and they're looking at it like this and that. But then I show them one thing, I'll show them like one little dot. I'll be like, you think you can do that? Yeah, of course. I'll show them a little like flick, like, I'll be like, you think you can do that? Like, yeah. I'll be like, then you can do anything that I've ever done. You know what I mean? Like, anything. Anything. And it's not all flick, sometimes it's like other stuff, but basic. And then you show them these little, just a little section of what you can do real fast in 1 minute, right? Like, and it creates something, and they see how it's not like something crazy. It's just like a flick. Hold the pen. It's elbow in, tight, tension, boom, pen down, like that. Hold the pen tight, flick. Keep that wrist locked, and you will, if you do enough, do whatever you want, you will form these little flows, your own. Take them and go. I just want to, you just show them the like that. And lock it down. Once you lock it down, you don't move that shit. Once it moves, you stop. That's when you know. That's when you know. Okay, that's where you stop right there. Don't keep it going unless you start getting good with it, nice, where you can lock back into it and keep it. But only if you can keep it with that same eye flow. Anyways, the weed. Listen, man, I like the weed. I gotta say, I like the weed. It changes, man. Times change, weed changes, the high changes like seasons. This blue house over here. This blue house knows a lot about me. But you know what? You know why this blue house really likes me? It's because that tree. It's because of that tree. Do some open book stuff. Just read. The third was of the two. It had both within itself. One self with two within. The two within did not fight. There was no stronger might. The two equals, not opposites. Or maybe opposites, but just always 100% different, but equal. Sometimes opposite, sometimes not opposite. Always equal and always different. As friend, not foe, to mend all the broke. So John's. I don't like what this weed does to my voice. Like it crackles my voice. That's probably because I smoke cigarettes. Every time I quit smoking, I feel so much better. I don't get this. I can't blame the weed for that. Don't blame the weed for everything. The entrance of sound, which way shall it come from? The serpent was not just one. 4 serpents were there. 4 were thee. There were 4 serpents, not just one. And thank you for that sound. The all divine flow comes from all directions and goes in all directions. Where the cross occurs, it is the crossing of seams. The cross of God, upside down, right side up. Where all crosses end, all crosses continue. Those lines continue on. Above the head of Christ, the wood behind it continues. Now you continue that line straight above. Beyond his fingertips, the wood continues, then ends. Now you continue on those lines. The infinite above and below his feet. Below his feet. His 2 feet. Think about it. Also like this. What is pointing down below? Okay? Out this way. 1 hand, 1 arm. Out this way. 1 hand, 1 arm. Up this way. 1 head. Down below. 2 feet. Point. Why? Why 2 for below? Symmetry. 1, 1, 1, 2. Why not 1 below? Tells you something. It shows you something. It points to something. What is it? You decipher your own way. I'll show you an open code. Open it up. Right up. Straight up. This is it. You won't like it or you'll love it. You won't dislike it or you'll hate it. It'll show you one thing. One thing. This. You. With this. With creating, with writing, with painting, with typing, with striping. Stripes up lines, with drips, with dripping, with splashing. Your hand, no tools, no ropes, no gravitational pull designs. What comes from your eyes is what has been absorbed through your eyes. Combined for all eyes. They say, when you die in your dream, you wake up. And that was true. In dreams, I now die and don't wake up. I wake up when I realize I'm not dead. And when I wake, I feel good, but not complete. Something ain't there. You ever known somebody that did everything for his daughter? You ever known rage at the tips of your fingers? You ever known a cage? A cage designed to ensnare? But then maybe you know a cage that keeps you close and away from fear. You know a place. Because hungry hippos are in control. And hungry hippos are on patrol. Sing that song. You're all-seeing, all-seeing eye. That's my thing for all-seeing eye people. It's such a funny thing. All-seeing. That's a whole nother thing. I like these things. Man, so this is a weed that I would say is not good for talking. It's better for like creating. I would probably like take one hit of this, not three. Take one hit of this, and then sit down, paint, write something. Oh, I like this one. The trees and the tree and the tree. NFT, not for me. Another idea. A whole branch right there. I see how another stem fits into what I'm doing, where I can just amplify and outstretch and reach so many people in one move. This is called Create or Nothing. Create or nothing, fashion the light from the center of nothing, with the darkest shine, emanating the one true light. Darkness the domain, darkness the backdrop, darkness the all before all. All darkness was all right until it wanted to shine, and hence dark shine was formed. Dark shine was a morphium, the first morphium, the first combining was dark and light, creating dark shine. Everything and everything combined as one. And everything they combined as one. two. And the third, that was of the two. It had both within itself, one self with two within. The two within, they did not fight. There was no stronger might. Equals, not opposites. Different. But equal nonetheless. It was the innocent and those guilty lips. There was a special kiss that I reserve just for this moment, this moment alone. 'Cause I know I won't find it's what I want. I won't get what I want. I don't deserve what I want. No, I don't deserve what I want. And fuck that too. 'Cause I deserve all that I want. I deserve every single fucking thing I want. I'm the only fucking person that deserves every fucking thing. I've been here, I've been everywhere and gave everything I've got. I opened my hand to everyone I've sought and seen or not. So yeah, right now I deserve everything I want. And I'm gonna get everything I want. And that's just like a little creation. So you show people how you can do that, let that out, go back to life. Hey, Kevin Yard! Like that. Hey, Kevin Yard to you too. So, weed strain, I don't know, what do you think? It's pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of like this without it too. Oh, it's good. The weed does nothing to me. That makes it good. It fucks me up, something wrong with it. So that's good weed. It's good weed, man. It's good shit. Pick it up. It's called 59%. I don't know the strain. I don't look at that shit. I just look at the THC thing. It said 59. I had to try it. $50. 2.5 G's. That's not bad. Pre-rolls, good ones, $20 each. 20, 40, 60. 3 of them. If you get them at like 30% each. Good ones, they're even cheaper than that. But I'm just saying, you can get them $20, tax, everything. Certain places, 30%. I'd rather have, that's 0.5 less of 59%. But I'm gonna keep that aside. Now, I know what it does. I'll get some low weed, like 40%. Probably get those for like $10. Take a little of this weed, sprinkle it in with that, see how that is. stretch this a little bit. Metopan aris. Ancient Greek for with everything moderation, and nothing can harm you. Anything. Okay, right away someone said, well, what about mercury? Yeah, even mercury. In moderation. That means moderation to your body. What your body can take of mercury. Take that little bubble thing, cut it down. I don't know if it's a microscopic amount, but put that in. That's moderation. Boom. Does nothing. Wait a minute. Have I been doing a weed strain review for 36 minutes and 20 seconds? Yep. We're going to end it on 36 minutes and 36 seconds. We got like 10 seconds left, man. I feel like we've been here for a long time. It's the last time. Until the next time.